Hey, what's going on, guys? Big D here, and welcome back to the Town Hall 11 Let's Play. Today, we're going to be doing something similar to what we did on the Town Hall 10, trying to get as much value out of these runes and books as we can. Of course, we cannot use the Book of Heroes because our heroes are maxed on the Town Hall 11 here. As you can see, all of them maxed up here, level 50 King and Queen, and level 20 Warden. But we can use the Book of Fighting, Book of Building, Book of Spells, and hopefully the Rune of Gold and Elixir. I don't know that we'll use the Rune of Dark Elixir today because we really have no use for Dark Elixir right now, and I don't think the books are well used on just the Dark Elixir portion of the lab. So we're probably going to hold on to that for the moment. We likely won't get to use it just because we're in an overabundance of Dark Elixir already. So probably going to hold on to that and the Book of Heroes, but we will be using hopefully everything else. But first, let's go out and do some 5 Icy G. All right, for 700,000 golden elixir, I think this base is worth it. 5,000 dark elixir on it, not too worried about that. Obviously, we are using a heavy dark elixir strategy right now, the 5 Icy G. Let's go ahead and get this thing started here. Get some stuff on each corner, trying to get the funnel created. We want all 3 of these wizard towers to go down. Hopefully, also get the eagle in both infernos in the core, and then we can bat the back end with just 2 splash damage to worry about for the bats. Okay, this is looking pretty decent. Would like this gold mine to go down up here. I don't know that it will, but let's go ahead and start the rest of the 5 Icy G. Does look okay on the funnel, actually, and yeah, we're just going to go ahead and send everything else in as soon as the wall does break. Get these bowlers in. I often forget my bowlers, so I need to make sure I do remember to get them in. Oh, it does look like they're going to walk, though, potentially. Let's go ahead and get a poison down for the E-Drag and Balloon. And let's see, let's drop a Rage in there for the Yeti and Valkyries getting into the core. And we should probably pop this Grand Warden's ability soon. Let's go ahead and pop it. Oh man, I wanted to get the King in there. Go ahead and pop the King's ability. We're going to freeze over this. Oh, well, I missed the freeze and the King already died off, unfortunately. Does still look decent for the bats on the back end. Just need the Queen to take out the Eagle, and we should be pretty good to go. We're going to hold off on popping her ability till right about now, and then we're going to go ahead and drop the bats in on the right side here. She gets through the single. She should get through the eagle. Come on. And the eagle does go down. Now, the question is, can we save her with the bats? That's going to be the big one. Let's go ahead and drop the first freeze here. Just barely getting it in on the wizard tower before it fired its shot, but we did get it down on there, so we're hoping that we can get the bats to clean this up. Let's go ahead and freeze over this Expo so it stops damaging our bats, dang it. And then, as soon as they get in range, let's go ahead and freeze over the wizard tower right there. And then we're going to go ahead and use the last freeze, try to get this down. There is no cleanup left, though, unfortunately. I don't know if we're going to triple in the next minute. There's a lot of storages up in the core, but not much left of the base. If we can get these 3 storages down up top here, the bowler's going to work on the one over on the right side. We have a tiny bit of cleanup. We save that wizard and the archer that is left over in the comp, and we get a weird little split here on the bats. The majority working on the storages, which is probably advantageous, but a few more on the outside ring taking care of the trash. We may just triple with that split on the bats there. The wizard should be able to reach this BK altar. He does. One-shots that. And the bats are going to run around the trash ring. 30 seconds to go, and I guess they're going to converge onto the storage in the middle after the trash ring. Just 20 seconds to go. I really don't know if we're going to make it through or not. Let's see. The last of the trash will go down, and we have 14 seconds for these bats to make it through this storage. It is full on health. 10 seconds to go. I just don't know if we're going to beat the clock here. Halfway down. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're gonna time fail it. Oh no. So 99%, we leave 2,500 elixir on the base, but we still get over 700,000 golden elixir plus the loot bonus from Champions 3, and then the irrelevant dark elixir that we do not need. So either way, we will take the loot. It was amazing loot, and it was just a time fail, so it's not too bad. It's not like we're trophy pushing or anything. We just, you know, we assume we're gonna triple with this attack strategy 11v11. Let's train up another one. We're going to request 4 troops. Heroes are already awake, so I'm going to go ahead and donate to myself and go back out for another 5 Icy G raid. Another 700,000 golden elixir raid here, and this one should be pretty easy. It's a little bit rushed, and it's actually engineered. So this was engineered before they did the update where you could not upgrade your town hall without having every building placed. So this doesn't even have infernos on it, just the 3 expos inside of here. and some underdeveloped defenses. So we're going to go ahead and smash it. Let's go ahead and just start this. This should not be much of a problem for the 5 Icy G, especially with no Infernos to deal with. And actually no Eagle either. So no Eagle and no Infernos. There shouldn't be any kind of problem for the 5 Icy G. Just need to get a little bit of a funnel established here. And as soon as this stuff does go down, let's go ahead and get another little bit in here just to make sure that the funnel is being created. Go ahead and get the rest of this moving on through. 3 witches in, king, queen, warden, and then the bowlers in behind. We're gonna go ahead and hold on to the wizard once again because it saved us last time. Even though we did also time fail then, it still helped us out. So shouldn't be any problem getting into the core here. I'm not even sure when to use my warden ability, to be honest, because there is no eagle artillery or inferno tower. So we're just going to go ahead and rage really early since we're not too worried about the core. There's not much in it to deal with. Typically you want to rage through the core through the eagle artillery or the inferno towers, but since they are not on the base, we're just going to wreck through here. I guess we're just going to start the bats really early up top, let them flow through. We still have the Grand Warden's ability. He's just with 1 witch, it looks like. Oh, I forgot about my bats. We might have lost most of our bats already, but that's okay. I still don't think there's much this base can do. So we're just going to hold off on freezing this wizard tower because it is distracted, and there's only 1 wizard tower left, to be honest. And let's go ahead and freeze it. Why not? Freeze the archer tower along with it. Let's just freeze it again. No point in not doing so. Pop the Grand Warden's ability, and we will drop this wizard here, this archer up here, and then kind of swag the rest of the spells. Yeah, we missed the freeze on the first wizard tower early, and we still have plenty of bats. So this base had 0 chance against the 5 Icy G. Queen still has her ability. King's pretty much full health. Warden is as well. So let's see what is left on the base. Just very few buildings. We're going to go ahead and pop the Queen's ability, make sure she is full health as we get out of here. So there is no regeneration time on her. 764,000 gold, 768,000 elixir, and 10,000 dark elixir that we do not need. So that just goes to show you in Champion League, you can profit dark elixir even with a strategy just like this one that is very heavily dependent on the dark elixir. So let's see, 4,300 dark elixir cost, only 53,000 elixir cost, and we got double that in that last raid in dark elixir. So very efficient even then, even though we're not trying to be very efficient anyway. We don't need the dark elixir. But we got 4 minutes on the, we have 5 minutes on the army and 4 minutes on the CC request. But before we wait on those, I have an attack I do want to show you. Over 1 million golden elixir in this raid with the 5 Icy G on another Town Hall 11 here, and I'm going from the bottom right side right here because of the 3 wizard towers I need to contend with. If I can get those out and get into the core with a wall wrecker and rage it up, we can usually do very well on the back end, especially with single target infernos in the core. There's not much to worry about. So as you know, I just put the 1 ice golem down, 2 witches, 2 bowlers on each corner, get that funneled out, and then spam everything else and just get it working through. Wall wrecker coming in behind some ice golems, and then gonna get the witches in behind those. Now I sent the king in over here this time because I wanted him to break into this compartment, break through the wall, and take out both of those wizard towers, make sure they did go down. Everything else getting pushed into the core here. A single target inferno is on the wall wrecker already, but it only one-shots this level 9 wall, so it's not too big a problem. We're going to drop the rage, and this is why I take this specific clan council, the Yeti and the Valkyries, because they do major work all on their own without any other support besides that rage spell. They clear the entire core aside from 1 inferno tower. They could not quite get it down, but it did enough to the core that I could bat the rest of the base. Plenty of bowlers up top here with the Grand Warden and the Queen. He actually breaks through the next wall and goes after the enemy Queen, taking her out, I believe. Yeah, him and the barbarians taking her out, and there's only 1 splash damage left that can hurt the bats. The wizard tower right over here, and we started the bats really close to it because why not? You know, we have 4 freezes just to keep it frozen and nothing else to worry about on the base. So 2 freezes already used, going to take it down, and we could probably swag the other 2. I believe we do swag both freezes and a poison spell onto the core here because nothing else on this base could stop these bats, bowlers, queen, or anything else in the army. So we're going to clean it up, no problem. The single target inferno goes down, bats are going to wrap around the base here, and the queen's going to break through a wall while these bats and bowlers and skeletons and everything else wrap around the base to finish it off. So let's see, where's my swag come down? I only have 10 seconds left in the raid. Where's the swag? Come on, drop all the spells. I know it happens here, just a moment. I know I do it maybe on the last second. There we go. freeze, poison, and freeze, and that is the triple for over 1 million loot with the 5 ICG in Champs League. But let's go ahead and see if we have everything ready. We have 57 seconds on the CC request and 2 minutes on the rest of our troops. We're going to wait on those, and we're going to request for Clan Council, get it filled up, and go back out for the last attack of the video. Stay tuned. And here is a raid to finish it on. 1 million gold, 998,000 elixir, and 9,000 dark elixir, which again, irrelevant, but still we're going to try to take every bit of it. Now there are 2 spawn points inside the base next to some multi-target infernos. We're going to try to take advantage of those. But first, let's go ahead and get the funnel started on each corner. We're going to go ahead and attack from this bottom right side. And let's go ahead and get 2 of these in here and try to get this funnel established. Now, we're going to drop our king into this hole and try to get this multi taken care of after we deploy the rest of our 5 ICG. Of course, after the funnel is established a little bit here. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these in and send the wall wrecker into the core. And there we go, 4 more witches and then some bowlers in there. So get the queen in, get the Grand Warden in. We're going to hold on to the king for just a moment, let everything work through here. And let's go ahead and drop him in onto the multi. We're going to go ahead and pop the ability early just to make sure it does go down. And everything does look like it is doing well here. We're going to go ahead and pop the Grand Warden ability for the rest of those eagle shots. I know we let one land, but that's okay. Rage coming through here. I'm probably going to have to freeze this and bat through this multi here. Let's go ahead and drop it because I don't want to lose everything in the core. So let's make sure this multi does go down. It does. And then we have a few more freezes for the rest of the base. Let's pop the queen's ability. I'm going to go ahead and freeze over this wizard tower so we don't lose these bats at all. We'll freeze over it once again, and hopefully, oh, the bats are going to, okay, they're going to path away from it. So I'm not really sure what we're going to do now. We still have some wizard towers to deal with here. Oh no, let's go ahead and drop the freeze before these bats get taken care of. Oh, are we going to fail this base is the question. Go ahead and get a wizard here, and then here we go. Let's get this over here. Actually, the bats actually made it through the back end, so we are going to triple this base. There are a few storages up, skeletons in here banging on the wall, but the Grand Warden helping with 1 storage, and the bats are going to be working on the other 2. Queen's still alive, beating through a wall up here, and we have a little bit of cleanup, but a whole minute to get through the rest of the base. Grand Warden just going to run over the walls and help the bats now. So this should be a triple given we have enough time. So let's go ahead and swag the poison spell. Didn't go 100% to plan, but the bats did make it through the back end, and the skeletons and witches made it through the last few wizard towers, allowing the bats to make it through the back end of the base. I wasn't sure about this wizard tower up here, but we did get through it. We're at the 99% mark, 38 seconds, and we're definitely going to triple now. The bats made it through that final storage for over 1 million gold and elixir, especially with the Champions 3 bonus. Let's head on back here. We actually maxed our gold and elixir off of that attack. I wasn't sure we'd find another 1 million loot raid, so look at that, max storages. That is wild. Let's go ahead and train up another 5 ICG just to have it ready for later and see what we can do. Now, you can see we did do 2 of the walls in between episodes. Not many walls done. I wasn't farming too much on this account, but let's see what we can do. I don't know how we can efficiently use the books, though. That is the thing. We have 1 book of spells, 1 book of fighting, so we can do 1 of each of these, and then we can use a rune of elixir and also put something else down. So I'm thinking we do 1 dark elixir and then move into elixir. I'm really not sure, though. What can we do with the dark elixir? We could do the minion. I'm not really worried about the Valkyrie because I don't use them often, nor the golem. I use the minions for cleanup with my Lalo, and that's about it. The free spell would be really good. I think the P.E.K.K.A. would actually be pretty good too. We can try some P.E.K.K.A. Bobat at some point for the elixir. I guess what we could do is something has to stay in the lab too. It's something to think about. So we have to use 2 books and do a 3rd upgrade in the lab, keeping it running. So I think what we're going to do is, the first thing is we will do the free spell, since it's something that I think is going to be well used, especially since I'm using 5 ICG right now. I think it would be very good to just use the book on it now, since it's a strategy I'm using, and I can use a free spell in pretty much any strategy, really. So 7.6 million elixir, 7-day upgrade. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We're going to go ahead and use the Book of Spells on it, get it finished up and maxed for Town Hall 11. Now, that means we do need to use some dark elixir. Do we do a troop? Do we do a spell? You know, I'm really not sure. I think what we could do is do the minions, get them out of the way, because like I said, it is something that I actually use, and then drop the P.E.K.K.A. down for the troop to stay in the lab going. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So 112,000 Dark Elixir, 9-day upgrade on the minion, going to max, and we're going to go ahead and use a Book of Fighting on it, and then we can use some Elixir on the P.E.K.K.A. once we have used the Rune of Elixir. Let's see, can we do a wall upgrade with the Elixir? We cannot. What about, what is in here? Do I still have a small amount of Elixir in here? Oh man, no, it looks like I've collected it already. 500 gold. Yeah, so I've collected the small amount of elixir. I don't really want to waste any. Man, that kind of sucks. I was hoping that I could do this as efficient as possible. I tell you what, let's see if we can get 2 off of this. We'll keep the gold, obviously. We can actually, yeah, we can get 2 of these with the treasury loot. So let's go ahead and do that. 4.8 million elixir, and then pop these notches back into place. Yeah, so that's probably as low as we are going to get it. Let's use the Rune of, the Rune of Elixir here. And yeah, there we go. Maxed out Elixir once again. And the P.E.K.K.A. going to upgrade to level 7, an 8-day upgrade, and it'll actually have to run through. So that is good. The lab is done. Now, let's upgrade an X-Bow. Let's see, it's going to be an 8-day upgrade, and the other upgrade would have been the Tesla, which is also 8 days, but it costs less gold. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and use gold on another X-Bow, 7.2 million gold, 8-day upgrade, and move it on over to the max side there. We do have a Book of Building, and you know what? We still have a lot of upgrades to go in Town Hall 11, and nothing more important than just defenses as buildings. So let's go ahead and use it. Finish up this X-Bow, going to max at level 5, and then use gold into another wall, 2.4 million gold into a wall, and we're going to go ahead and use the Rune of Gold here. Max out the storages once again, and use that same builder on another X-Bow, an 8-day upgrade, and moving that on over as well. No book to use on it. There we go. Notch that in right. So we have no book to use on it. That was the last builder we had to use. So let's go ahead and use that gold on another wall, and then we will go ahead and kill the elixir into a wall as well, and then notch it just like so. We don't have enough elixir for another army, but we do have 2 armies cooked up, and plus the army we're using right now only costs 57,000 elixir anyway. It's more of a dark elixir army, and we have plenty of that. So I guess that it looks like we're done for today. We cannot do any more upgrades, but before we go, I would like you guys to go ahead and put in the comment section below 5 ICG. I'm going to put it up on the screen right over here, and this is what I want you to put in my comment section so I know that you have made it this far into the video. Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of my Town Hall 11 Let's Play. You are all amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.